Hey, everybody. So far in this unit, we've been learning a lot about systems of power, and we've been doing that through our study of the breadwinner, which is modern-day Afghanistan. However, as we go through this unit, we're actually going to start branching into more ancient societies, and in particular, some of the very first civilizations that grew in this same Middle East region. And this is where a lot of these systems of power, such as government and economic systems, various different religions, and just community systems that societies develop. This is where some of those originate from. We're going to be learning about some of these in the origins of these systems of power. And for that, we're going to be learning about the first major civilization that we actually have evidence of, which is the civilization that grew up in the region of Mesopotamia. Now, Mesopotamia is a word that means between two rivers. On the map, we've looked at so far this region of Afghanistan, and you actually did a map of this whole Middle East region. Mesopotamia is the area between the two rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, that you had to label on this map, which is in this area of modern-day Iraq and Syria. Okay, so it kind of stretches between this whole region here. Now, in doing this and studying this, we're going to be doing a WebQuest that is going to give you an opportunity to just explore and learn a little bit, build some background knowledge about this region in particular and some of the very first civilizations that started to develop in this region about 5,000 years ago. And these first civilizations are where we see a lot of the origins of these systems of power that we've been talking about so far in this unit. For this, you're going to be doing a WebQuest, which is going to be your asynchronous assignment for this day while the other group is in person with me. This WebQuest is going to look like this. It's going to ask you to, and this is posted on your Google Classroom, it's going to ask you to go to this website here. Now, this website will take you to something that looks like this. It's by the British Museum. You will see this company at this British Museum used quite a bit. Will use quite a bit of their material. They've got a lot of really great material for particularly ancient societies. You're going to be using this website to complete this WebQuest. And I'm going to run through the directions on this real fast for you, but it's pretty self-explanatory if you are reading the directions that it posts here. So you're going to need to do three things on this. The first thing is just to explore some of the tabs. Okay, and you're going to explore at least five tabs, different tabs, and write a 1 to 2 sentence summary of what you learned at each of the tabs. So 1 to 2 sentence summary in this section. The tabs are these things here. Okay, so these are all tabs. The staff room is not a tab. Don't go there. It's not going to take you to anything usable. So you've got 4 tabs here, but then you also have 2 under each of these. Okay, Assyria, Babylonia, and Sumer were actually 3 of the societies, the civilizations that grew in this area of Mesopotamia. Actually, what you see behind them is the map and actually pretty accurately where these societies were located within the between the rivers area. So you've got a total of 10 tabs you can choose from. You only need to do 5 of them. That's for this first part here. If you click on a tab, it's just going to pull up information here. And you just need to read that information and just explain, summarize what you learned from that. To get out of the tab, all you need to do is just click Mesopotamia here, and that'll take you back to your home page. Okay, the second piece is trade and transport, okay, under economy. So you're going to click on the Babylonia tab on trade and transport, and then choose explore. So Babylonia, trade and transport. If you click these pictures, by the way, it'll load faster. And then click Explore, which is over on the left column here. You have Story, Explore, and Challenge for each of these tabs. You can click on Explore for this tab. It's going to give you a series of these. These are 7 things, ways in which they traded goods. Okay, for this, you need to click the Explore tab, read through, and fill out the chart below. You're going to go through all 7 of the methods of transportation and explain what types of things they traded using this method. You can see, click on the boat to see what's being carried. And it will tell you all the various different things that are being carried. Okay. and then jobs that might come from that. So for example, if they have barley, if they're trading barley, we can assume that they probably have farmers in their society. If they're trading, would be another good one, textiles, so cloth, we can assume that they probably have like sewers or weavers within that society. That's for number 2. And then number 3 here, you're going to choose one of the characters. You're going to go to the same tab, so it's still under Trade and Transport. Under Trade and Transport, you're going to click on the Explore tab. Sorry. You're going to click on the, I believe it's the Story tab. Yeah, the Story tab under Trade and Transport. Sorry. I'll make that more clear in the direction. So under the Story tab, you're going to click one of these 3 individuals, and then it will give you a little bit about them. If you want to choose that person, you just click follow, and then you get to make choices based on what you read here. So if you'll read this, it gives you 2 choices. Do you go back to the city or do you trust this person? Okay. Based on your choices, it's going to determine the route or the journey, I guess, that your trader takes. And on this piece, you're just going to put the slide and what happened on the slide page. Okay. Then it says to write a letter using that information. Write a real brief letter just about what that journey was like. So you could say, hey, we started here. We went on to, we trusted this person and followed them. Maybe we went to a temple afterwards. You're going to be writing that journal. Okay. Any questions that you may have while working on this, I will actively be teaching a class. However, feel free to email me or Mr. Martin, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Reminder that this will probably take a majority of your time, probably about between an hour and maybe an hour and a half of your asynchronous time here. So this is really your big major assignment that we're going to be looking for you to complete during that time that day that you're at home and not with me. I hope you have a great time doing that. If you have any questions, again, please email myself or Mr. Martin. And outside of that, we look forward to seeing you if we haven't already seen you and you're not doing this on Tuesday. All right. Bye, y'all.